What happened to the black sheep of your family? In our case, it was my younger sister, Nora. Growing up, she was always different, rebellious, questioning everything, refusing to follow the path our parents laid out. While I went to medical school as expected, she dropped out of college to pursue photography. You're throwing your life away, our father told her during one particularly heated argument. No stable income, no security. What kind of future is that? My future, she shot back. Not the one you planned for me. That night, she packed her bags and left. Mom cried for days. Dad wouldn't even say her name. I stood in the middle, torn between family loyalty and understanding my sister's desire for freedom. For years, we only knew bits and pieces of her life through occasional postcards from various cities. Paris, Bangkok, Buenos Aires, each one with a photo she'd taken. Always beautiful, always haunting. No return address, no phone number. She's living like a vagabond, Dad would scoff. Though I caught him once, late at night, studying one of her postcards with something like pride in his eyes before he noticed me watching. 5 years passed. Then came the call that changed everything. Is this the family of Nora Jensen? A voice with a Spanish accent asked. My heart dropped. Yes, I'm her sister. Senorita Jensen has been in an accident. She's asking for you? I flew to Barcelona the next day. The hospital was a maze of white corridors and fluorescent lights. When I finally found her room, I barely recognized her. Tubes everywhere. Her face, once vibrant, now pale and gaunt. Hey sis, she whispered. Sorry about the dramatic reunion. I learned she'd been hit by a car while capturing photos during a local festival. Multiple fractures, internal bleeding. The doctors were cautiously optimistic, but recovery would be long. Does mom and dad know? She asked. Not yet. I wanted to see you first. She turned away. Don't tell them. They'll just say I deserved it for living this way. That's not true, I said, though part of me wondered if our father might indeed think that. What she told me next shattered everything I thought I knew about my sister's life. I've been published in National Geographic 3 times. She pointed weakly to her bag. My portfolio's in there. I found a leather case filled with magazine clippings, exhibition flyers, and award certificates. My sister, our family's disappointment, was internationally acclaimed. Why didn't you tell us? I asked, thumbing through images that took my breath away. I tried at first. Sent Dad copies of everything. He sent them back unopened. Her voice cracked. Eventually, I stopped trying. When I called home, Dad answered. I told him everything. The accident, her condition, her success. Silence stretched across the line. Then, what hospital? 3 days later, I was dozing in the chair beside Nora's bed when I heard the door open. Dad stood there looking smaller than I remembered, clutching a familiar leather portfolio. I kept everything, he said quietly. Not to me, but to Nora's sleeping form. Every magazine, every clipping. My sister's eyes fluttered open. For a moment, they just looked at each other. You came, she whispered. Dad moved to her bedside, taking her hand in his. I'm sorry it took so long. Mom arrived the next day. We spent 2 weeks in Barcelona as Nora began her recovery. I watched my parents pore over her work, finally seeing what she'd been trying to show them all along.